Hello everyone and welcome to today's episode. It is January the 3rd, 2025 and I've just finished a workshop ran by Rosanna Cooper, who was on the podcast last episode, and she runs a workshop called Right from the Guts, and that's what it is. It's a writing workshop that Rosanna runs and really guides the people within it to write from the guts. And this has come through the workshop, and I wanted to share it fresh on the other side. And one of the writing prompts that Rosanna brought into the workshop today was, if I am honest, what has become stagnant that I need to release. And another one was the seduction of safety tells me. And what I want to share is, well, as someone who helps other people tell their story, I want to share my own, and I help other people to share their origin stories. And I thought, if I help other people do that, then I want you to be a role model of doing that myself. And something I want to share and open up about is about my grandma, and just share about my grandma and how much of an amazing woman she is. And it's significant sharing it this weekend because so she passed away in January last year, and the 5th of January was the last time that I had a cup of cha with my grandma.
Happy New Year.
And I'm gonna put this podcast will be out on the 6th of January, so it'll be officially 1 year on. And just to the celebration of my grandma, and why it's significant to me and my own journey is with the portraits that I created. And my grandma was the first one that I did, where I painted a portrait of my grandma, and I then sat with my grandma and listened to her share her story and her amazing story from her life in India, and then her being born in the 30s and then coming over here in the 50s and coming over here to the UK. And there's a real appreciation there of just getting to know her story and hearing that within her own words, and sitting with her and navigating through that story. And I just sat there and listened to her, and I created a portrait and I gave it to her, and then I also then listened to her story and recorded her sharing her story back to me. So now I have a time capsule of my grandma, and I can feel and see it and hear her whenever I want to. And it was by going through that with her, I now have a connection back to where I come from and how I arrived to be here. And it was amazing doing that with my grandma, because I got to see inside of her, and there's more to her than meets the eye, and I was able to really see her amazing story. And just to share back to you, get to know your loved ones while they're here, and that could be speaking to an elder family member and just hear their story, like ask them what it was like in childhood, like where were they born, like what was their story, to get to hear, like get to know your parents, get to know their stories. And that's where I come in, because that's how it's not always easy to see yourself, and it's not always easy um, to know what to share. And yeah, that's how I felt with my grandma. Like if it wasn't for me like initiating, sharing and listening to her story, then I would never have heard it. And because I've had this amazing experience of getting to know my own grandma's experience and her life, I feel so much more connected back to my roots. And like I feel my grandma is part of me, and I had the opportunity to get to know her while she was here, and she lives on within me, and I now want to, and I'm offering that as a way to help other people navigate their stories with their ancestors and their elder relatives. So yeah, like I want to share that my grandma's an amazing person, and I would love to support you to unravel your story and bring out the stories within you. Yeah, thank you, Rosanna, for the workshop today and giving me the courage to, yeah, to share this episode and to open up about Ba. And yeah, and Ba, if you're listening out there, your story lives on. And yeah, sending you a lot of love, and thank you for giving me life. Surrounded by Ba spirit, here we are.